Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Normal World, and thank you all who watched the vice presidential debate with us last night. I'm Dave Landau.
I am Quarter Black Garrett.
And joining us, as per usual,
Angela, what up? Yeah, clap. More. Thank you. That's good. That's enough.
Just drop the charges. All right.
We'll see.
Spooky season, everybody.
Oh, it's Halloween.
Halloweeny time.
That means
I've been celebrating for like a month already.
Yeah, we got to decorate the studio.
That's right, we do.
And decorate my house.
Angela.
Well, I keep trying to, but then people are shooting other shows and they get mad at me.
That's true. Thanks
they
a
do
lot,
get mad.
Sarah Gonzalez.
Thanks a lot.
I don't think it's her.
It's not her. Don't say it's her.
But she's the only one that I'm friends with. So.
All right.
My house is haunted with the ghost of love.
Spooky.
The love you guys give us every day in the comments and tongue punching that like button. Oh,
There you go.
there you go.
It was
Thank you so
delayed.
much.
Well, sometimes it is.
Well,
It's good
true.
to have a little delayed reaction, you know?
It is.
Gotta let
You
that.
got to extend your...
Yeah,
I've always said
Pleasure.
that.
exactly.
But joining us today, let's get into it. Well, first, let's say where I'm going to be. That's more
right,
important
Dave.
than guests. October 18 and 19, I'll be in Appleton, Wisconsin. And then, this is important, October 25th, Toms River, New Jersey. Everything goes to Toys for Tots. Come out to that show, please. I'm telling you, it's 100%. It all goes to kids. It all goes to families that are hungry right now. Come out to that show. Garrett, where can we find you doing something less noble?
On my personal channel, Nega Garrett, I go and talk to inner city people and make videos about it. You can watch that video right now. Angela, you have a channel.
Yeah. I don't do anything noble on it. I just talk about horror movies.
Oh, well.
It's Angela Does Horror.
Why is that not noble?
Well, it's just not as noble as what you're doing.
It's
Thank you.
entertaining.
That's all I
That's
needed
what
to
you wanted.
hear.
That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
I think we know what to do here. Yeah.
Gonna give it to him.
You just have to admit that it's noble. My ear hurts.
You're just the victim over here.
Yeah,
My ear
big
hurts.
victim today.
I help
No,
little
I put an
kids.
earplug in my ear last night to sleep because I have to, because in Dallas, people don't understand that motorcycles and trucks aren't cool to do wheelies at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sometimes they get jammed in there a little too far.
Right behind my house is just a straightaway.
Yeah.
All the time.
Dude, I
all
hate
the
it.
time. I get it. You got a big dick. It's cool.
I just can't wait till the day I hear a
sleep.
crash and then a girl screaming.
always waiting for that.
Boyfriend's dead.
Never
Anyway.
Anyways,
Joining us today, I want to welcome her. It's her first time to the show. She's a good friend of mine. You can see her at the Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas, October 7th through the 13th. Please welcome Kathleen Dunbar.
Well, hi, thank you. Thanks, Dave. Great to be here.
I appreciate you coming out.
It's a beautiful place, and
Thank you.
I've been Googling, and I typed it wrong. I typed Angela is a horror instead of.
I'm sure you can find something on that,
that's a
too.
lot of the problem. there.
There's some viewers that are rooting for that.
Second channel.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes once this show's canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still waiting for
Well, that should be any minute. And also joining us today.
Speaking of horror,
Yeah, speaking of a horror, joining us today, he's a good friend of the show, one of my best friends. You can see him with me Friday at the Lexington Village Theater in Lexington, Michigan, as well as Youngers and Romeo the next night, and then October 10 through 12 in Waterford at One Night Stands, and then October 17th through 19th at Dr. Grin's Comedy Club in Grand Rapids. Way to pick one thing. Please welcome to the show, Derek Richards.
You kept reading.
I
kept reading.
because I love you.
I know, and I love you too. How are you?
I'm good. How about you, man?
Delightful.
Thank you for coming in.
Great to see you.
What do you ask me?
Fun watching the debate.
Derek?
What, sir? Huh?
I'm over here too, Derek.
I know, but I was just looking at him at the time.
God dang.
You're still loved. Angela's still loved.
I don't believe you.
People talk about my lips a lot, so their eyes
They're
just
moist.
go to them.
They're very soft.
They're
Like
really
a
not
young
moist,
Justin
though. They're
Bieber
pretty
at a
dry.
white party.
But yeah, exactly. Well, if I had these DSLs, I'd be a billionaire pop star back when I was a boy. Look at one.
Never say never, Dave.
Yeah, that's true. There has to be a whole new monster to rise to the occasion.
That's true.
41's the new 13.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that's
Say.
true.
Okay, no.
He said that's true. I don't think that's true.
But if
Erica.
you believe it,
I'll tell
makes
you
it
what's
true.
not true. Some guy's not dead. Anyway,
Yeah, Derek told me today that our friend Norm Stoltz from Detroit, a good friend of mine who was in my movie, he's been on his last legs for a minute, and we love him very much, but he told me he was dead, so I put out a tweet.
Yeah.
Alarming many people. Let's see the video of what happened after I found out.
And he loves Dave, and I'm great friends with him. And it is so fucking embarrassing right now. I misread a text thread,
The guy's not dead.
and he's not dead. He's not doing well.
Delete that from Facebook and Instagram right now.
What did you do? What happened?
The guy that there's a guy, a friend of ours, a comedian who passed away. We thought passed away.
It turns out he didn't die.
He's not dead.
Oh, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Dude, that's awkward. R.I.P. He was a great guy.
I already posted with the fact that he was honest mistake. But yeah, all right. But
Happens.
Norm, we hope you have a turnaround. You won't, but I mean,
The beautiful thing is right now, if he was sitting here in this, he'd be laughing his ass off.
Oh, I know.
So I hope to God that his family can show him this video clip, because he is going. I hate to say he's going to die, but he's going to die laughing.
Well, I do too. And I've invited him on this show, and the only reason why he hasn't is because of health issues.
Yeah.
And
He's had cancer for quite a while now.
No, it's
He's one of your people.
Yes.
So you can get away with it.
Yes, I can.
he can call the nurses all sorts of names.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but I read the text thread wrong from myself and a couple of other friends of mine, and I thought he had passed, and so I just told Dave, I go, yeah, Norm passed, and he's like, oh, that's horrible, and then all of a sudden, you know,
I had pictures.
Captain Technology's got pictures like right there, boom, post
yeah.
it.
Well, we were just putting out the movie The King of Detroit, which might be available very soon. The King of Detroit, and he was in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I already had these still shots that Ken sent me.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I'll put these up from when he was in our movie and was hilarious.
We also had an in memoriam prepared for him for the show tonight.
I think we should play it anyways.
Yeah, well, we'll do it. We're
We're to save it?
Save it.
Yeah, like Kathleen.
Put that in a draft.
Yeah.
The best thing, I swear, I wish to
delete
God
it.
there was camera footage in the office when you came walking in, and I go, listen, you got to take down that post. And you're like, what? And I go, dude, he's still alive. And you look at me and goes, no fucking way. No. And I go, yeah, he's alive.
I'm looking at my phone. I got like 20 Detroit comics asking what happened, and I'm like, apparently nothing.
It's not even April Fool's.
Yeah.
Just kidding. My bad.
So yeah, things happen.
Yeah, you
Things
know,
happen.
to err is human.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Norm would laugh.
He would laugh.
I wish he would turn around, but he's been around a long time.
He may outlive Jimmy Carter.
Never know.
No.
I don't know. That guy will never
101.
die.
How funny would it be if someone shot him?
Somebody roll him out like, boom. It was just on the docket. Had to take you out.
Oh my God.
First president's at 100.
No, they'd miss him.
It just gets it just gets pegged in the ear. Dies of infection.
He was just laying there. He wasn't even moving.
Dies of infection.
Nobody wants to shoot the peanut guy. People pretend to not like him, but they,
I don't know that much about it.
I got a
It's before my
soft
time.
spot for him.
Was
It's
it the peanuts?
sad. The way they're dragging him around with his mouth hanging open, and he's like, "Want to go to the park?" I don't think he wants to go to the park.
His dentures have aged. Like it looks like the teeth that the corn that squirrels eat.
It's made out of
Like
freaking
several
elephant
colors.
husks. It's so old.
Yeah, you're just like
Still
that's
okay
his
back
mouth
then.
when he's smiling. It's like, and then they're just
Teeth like
malty.
Indian corn.
Yeah, they're just
That's it.
brown, and you're like, I don't know what's what. You just got that crypt keeper mouth.
Oh, man.
Why be alive?
It's a long time.
Why bring him out of the house?
Dude, Matt posted a picture of Frankie Valli singing the other day.
Yeah.
I saw that clip.
He's just frozen, and people are singing around him. And then when they clap, he's like,
He's got to be lip syncing to those.
"Oh no, he's not even. He can't lip sync.
Can't even do that.
He's occasionally he'll go.
Performs in Vegas though.
I know. They perform around him, and they just put him in the middle. Like this was the guy. He doesn't know.
around.
he's
wrote all
here.
the shit that we're singing right now.
They're all just cashing the checks and paying him whatever he made in '54.
Strap him to a Segway and wheel him out there with a remote control.
And a bowl of oatmeal. Done.
Probably made more in the 50s than entertainers do now.
I'm sure he did.
Absolutely.
Just handed mob money.
I wouldn't.
You know, they say
surprise
if you're below 45, then you're going to live to like 160.
Why?
Because of the technology.
Right now, I'm 42.
Yeah, you're going to do it.
I bet
You're
you
going to make
I
it,
don't.
bro.
me. Oh, I'm taking the under on that one.
Who's going to wheel you around? Who's going to?
My son is not going to do that.
Get out of here.
My son's a great athlete, but I don't even want him to spend his life taking care of me. I'd be like, son, roll me into traffic, act like it was an accident, and get the insurance money.
son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not? Like, I'm 42. I feel tired.
Who wants
That's
to
a long
live that
time.
long? I just don't understand that.
No, 100?
No.
Over 100, bro.
Where you're just at a birthday party and people are singing and you're like, where's my husband Walter? And they're like, he died 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh no. And you have to relive it.
They got COPD and they're like, blow out 100 frickin' candles. Cool as that bullshit.
I have a video of Frankie Valli performing.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, you'll see.
R.I.P.
This is elder. This is like
Preemptively.
So
Biden
horrible.
of entertainment.
Yes.
There he goes.
I don't think you need any proof to know that he's lip syncing. But check out this clip
Oh,
from a
wow.
few
I
months
appreciate
back. Whenever
the-
I watch it, I feel
Yeah,
like
there's
Frankie
definitely,
is staring into my soul or
You
something.
can hear
It
the
gives me
exact
nightmares.
words the way he sang it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like,
lips.
Wow.
there's honestly an animatronic bear at Chuck E. Cheese is more convincing.
Or a Zoltan.
Yeah.
Zoltan.
Yeah, put him in the box.
Predicting your future.
fortune.
Right.
Yeah, and of course he's hitting all the notes that he hit. Like Frankie Valli's music, if you go, I saw Jersey Boys, the whole show. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how amazing like this entire group was. But then there's no way an adult could sing like that because he
Not
was
a
a
chance.
teenage kid when he started that.
What do you mean?
20s.
Hello, I'm singing now. Yeah. I don't sing.
He's just like,
Thank God I don't sing. Diddy's dick would be up my ass right now.
oh, you're a woman.
Adults.
You are way too old.
You're a female adult.
Yeah, a woman adult. He'd be like, why are you at my party?
Ooh.
I need sandwiches. Maybe I would be
Yeah.
bringing
Are you Justin's mom?
Do you have a,
grandmother.
do you have a grandson?
Are you consenting? Yes? Ugh. Leave.
Did you bring your grandkids?
It's a really serious situation. It's very horrible.
No, it is. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Not funny at all.
Well, before we get into that, because that is news, there's more news to the Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
Diddy. But let's get into the VP
slipping
debate
out.
just real quick. Rehatch it real quick. Vance fact-checked the fact-checkers, who weren't having it. Both the women acted like they were being mansplained to the entire time. And I actually made that joke, and immediately after CNN was complaining that they were mansplaining to the two.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, almost immediately.
Oh, seriously? I didn't hear them.
Yeah, CNN was
hearing
just
that, yeah.
Dude, if you turn on CNN, I've always heard on MSNBC how bad it is, but it's just them going, they're all Nazis.
It's the worst.
It's honestly the most propaganda-fueled shit I've ever heard.
It's
in my
worse
life.
than CNN. It really is.
It is worse than CNN.
They're fine with just being the craziest leftist like propaganda tools. Like, at least CNN tries to pretend
To be
even though it's
news?
very obvious, but they
Yeah.
pretend at least.
I mean, I literally have a friend of mine who watches MSNBC, and I just want to bash him in the head with a vase.
You're like, unironically,
I don't understand.
Dressed as Puffy.
Yeah,
in
I
a
wish.
bathrobe.
Dude, I don't get it. Like, they're just...
There's nothing truthful that comes out of these people's mouths on MSNBC.
But if you go to the other
so
side...
violent.
It's not name calling. People are trying to make points and stuff, whether it be Fox News or Blaze or whatever. They're actually trying to make points. These ones are literally calling people Nazis still, and you're like, it's a black guy. What are you talking about?
Like in
Anyway.
2024, this is like the oldest play. Like
Ever.
when did that start? The Nazi stuff. It was like 2016 , right?
I'd say the 40s.
1945.
When you were, my
You
God.
mean OG Nazis?
What are you looking at me for? Like I was around at
There's good people on both sides, Dave.
I'll be honest, their best work was in the last century. At least most notable.
It's an old play. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're right. They've been calling him a Nazi since since he was campaigning.
Right. It just doesn't mean anything.
No, you've taken the sting out of Nazi,
Which is wild.
isn't it?
Commendable, really.
Yeah.
I think there's a generation out there that really doesn't know what Nazi means. It just means somebody evil that kills people.
I
They
think you're
grab
right.
that word because it's a powerful word.
It's like somebody that I
Disagree with.
disagree with on minor
Yeah.
things.
Like
Like, remember when you were little, it was your poopy pants.
That's exactly
Now
what
it's
it is.
Nazi.
yeah, it's just
You've elevated the game.
Racist, Nazi,
Or racist is
racist
the other one
Nazi,
you love
yeah.
to throw, yeah.
White supremacist, racist
as
Nazi.
opposed to a not racist Nazi. It
Yeah.
feels
We should make a
redundant.
sketch about
would
that.
that be?
The not
Like,
racist
the not
Nazi.
racist Nazi. He's just like, oh, I don't like Jews, but I don't want anything to happen to them.
Yeah, I just want to keep them over there.
It sounds like a name for a fun garage band.
Yeah.
Non-racist Nazis.
There's a few out there. They're in Venice Beach. We'll go into the next part. Oh, this is.
Did
Do we
more
have the
happen?
video of this or just the
Yeah, we
picture?
do.
Oh, let's watch this. I love this.
Thank you, Governor. And just to clarify for our viewers, Springfield, Ohio does have a large number of Haitian migrants who have legal status, temporary protected status. Nora?
Margaret, but
Thank you. Senator, we have so much to get to.
Margaret,
Thank you,
I think it's
Nora.
important
We're
because
going to turn out of the economy. Thank
Margaret,
you.
the rules were that
The
you guys
economy,
weren't going to
we're-
fact check.
Yeah, so that was him going at the fact checkers, which I dug.
Yeah. Saying that this was the rules.
Well, and he pointed out what the facts were.
Right.
Right.
Which I,
How dare
Like
he?
they're supposed to do.
It just
What a-
literally
what an
looked like
asshole.
It was like literally watching two guys get grilled by Janice and Brenda from book club.
yeah. They
It was just, I'm like, are you serious right
They
now?
both look like different eras of Olivia Newton-John, and I couldn't.
Oh, God, that's
We were watching the debate with you yesterday, and you
Yeah,
said
it's
that
like
that was
just-
so damn
This is what
funny.
he decided to wear.
I don't understand why these are the moderators. But once he called out the moderators, they then called out Tim Walz later.
Really?
Yeah, because he wouldn't answer a question about being in
I know.
Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen Square.
Which he said he's been there.
He said he was there. Turned out Panda Express, but it was. But yeah, he wasn't there. But then his explanation was just, well, I went there
Holding
at
back
a
the
certain
takeout.
time, and I can't really keep track of the times when I'm there. It's like you think you would you would remember that specific incident if you were there.
It's kind of a big deal.
Wait.
Kind of a big thing that happened
He didn't
in China.
just say that he's been there at
the
some
time.
point. He said he was there when it happened.
Yeah, he said he was there when it happened, and then he may have misinterpreted because of this was the second time they asked him. He dodged it completely, and then the moderator goes, "The question was, why did you say you were in Tiananmen Square when you weren't there?"
And then he dodged it again.
What did he say?
He said, I've been to China to learn.
I've done so much research. It felt like I was there.
Yeah,
I was there just in spirit.
Maybe it was Disney World.
it's true.
You know, when he's like, it's my world.
It's at Epcot.
That's how I've toured the world. What's funny about that is if you go through it now, it's still as racist as the day it was built.
Yes.
You see like the Indians and the Eskimos, and I love it because that's what it should be.
You know?
Because they're Indians and Eskimos.
Nobody
do
talks
like-
about the Eskimos anymore.
No.
There's no
Inuits.
Eskimo migrants.
Nope.
You don't think they'd want to leave that cold damn place? And
Well, India was
Texas.
Hindustan. We named the Indians Indians, which meant, I believe, children of God. It's a nice name, but then we were like, no, it's racist.
Wait, is that real?
Yes, it was Hindustan.
So both Indians aren't actually Indians?
Correct.
Wow.
It was
Maybe
taken
we are
after
racist.
it was Hindustan.
Garrett's come around full
I'm
circle.
going to vote for Tim Walz.
sometimes people name things that, and then the people that are named that don't like it. Like, you know, Whitey.
I don't think Indians had the issue. You mean
Honky? I prefer Honky.
I don't mind honky.
Yeah, Honky's good.
Honky.
I never not minded honky. It's kind
Honky's
of
a good
cute.
one. Yeah.
It's
What about
adorable.
Mayo Monkey?
What's it? Mayo monkey salad.
Yeah. It reminds me of like a food fight.
Oh God, there's so many I forgot that are for white people that are great. Mayo monkey is definitely top 5 though.
Mayo monkey. That's
Mayo
the first
monkey.
time I've heard that.
It's a real one.
Yeah.
Oh, and the new one is racist.
Yes,
Nazi.
it's that one.
Yeah.
We did a sketch where we had to come up with all the words that were
No
used against
words.
anybody, and the number of words for slang for white people was pretty much.
It's extensive.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Tons.
Each one funnier than the next.
It's almost like white people have made people mad for a very long time.
It seems that way.
It's weird.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
guess it's just because of
Inventing
our
things.
superior dialect.
Please.
Clearly.
You got it.
Well, Walz also said this.
So I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen
Look on his face multiple times during this debate.
Oh,
Literally,
shit.
literally look on his face during this debate multiple times. Just look like a confused 16-year-old girl about to give her first blowjob.
Say that.
Today he was at a pizza place and there was reporters grilling him. They're like, why did you say you're friends with school shooters and you've never seen anybody so interested in pizza toppings in all your life?
Well, let me look at this pizza here for
shooter.
5 minutes straight. Pepperoni, cheese, pepperoni, cheese, pepperoni, cheese.
Oh, what's that? Oh, what is this? What is this strange thing here? They're like,
Wife, stand in front of me.
it's a pepper. Oh, I'd have never seen it. Can you tell me about it?
That's why I don't think that they're human.
Do we have any of
Politicians.
the pictures? Oh,
I feel like they're not human because it's all you have to say is, "Oh, I just misspoke."
Why didn't he just say that?
Just say that.
Yeah, he
Said
could have
he's
just
like-
stopped.
Like,
and
why
said
do you have to
that.
hide and be stupid about it? Like, just say, "My bad."
All you did was turn and go, I misspoke. I was trying to talk about a different thing and words fell out of my mouth. I was a little nervous. Sorry.
Yeah.
Instead, he's like, whoa, what's barbecue chicken pizza? I've never seen anything like it.
pizza? Oh.
I love that
Picture
footage of
come-
him, and I say that clip of him walking out of the Michigan-Minnesota game
Getting booed.
in Ann Arbor, getting booed, and some guy was yelling,
Oh, yeah.
Trump
The one where
2024,
he's
and
waving.
he's waving, then he flips off the crowd as he's walking through the tunnel.
The most liberal city in Michigan.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly one of them.
Well, top
Yeah.
What's it?
Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor.
And that's the father figure of our country.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's America's dad. America's closeted dad.
My dad used to whip me off, so I guess that works.
What happened?
Whipped you off? Oh, flipped you off.
Whip me
flick
off.
you off.
I did say whip me off. But I don't know.
No, look at the
God.
pizza. Look at the pizza. Don't answer the question. Look at the pizza.
Look, the Freudian slip is just look at the pizza.
Here's what. Excuse me. I made a mistake. I misspoke.
Oh.
How hard was that?
Oh my gosh, Kathleen. You should
Oh, man.
I should become
you
a
a god?
politician.
Woman speaks truth.
yeah, so that was an interesting. Did you have the picture of that?
I do.
Let's take a look. If it's true, we were able to find this.
This is damning.
We showed it last night. Angela did some deep diving.
I did some
and,
deep internet research and I found this.
Bro on the side just getting
The one on the far right,
strays in
might-
this photo.
the one on the far right might just be a Kohl's model. But the other two,
The one on the right comes with
It
your
is an
picture,
unfortunate.
with your picture frame at Walgreens.
yeah, Michael Malice had probably the meanest tweet where he's like, "That was a promise," and then it was just a picture of him hugging his son.
No, that's good.
kid's
It went
all
so
there.
far.
Oh,
I didn't go there.
Malice.
I didn't even retweet it. It was
good
too
man.
much
His
for
last
me.
name is Malice.
That's what he does. He's a
Yes, he
professional
does.
troll.
The little
And
troll.
we do have one last thing, which through the whole, if you guys remember, through the whole debate, he was looking down scribbling or
Right.
writing or something.
Right, yeah. What was he?
I don't know. We were able to obtain a picture of the notepad.
Makes sense.
So it's
Sexy
Oh my
horse.
goodness.
so yeah. If you
I love horses.
he's
I like
got
how he wrote me at the
And
bottom.
so does,
Yeah.
so does Tim.
Yeah.
He's got a little erection.
I mean, you love horses,
a little
Kathleen,
hard
but
there.
but do you love horses as much as Tim Walz
Not
does?
as much.
Nobody
no.
does.
No.
No.
I'll tell you what Tim Walz might love horses, but I'll tell you what I love.
What's that, Dave?
Miracle Made sheets.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
yeah.
Look, it's hot outside. Maybe it's starting to get cool, but you know you're gonna still get hot with that heat on at night.
Yeah.
Especially when your gale turns it up to 80 and you have that fight.
Ooh, every night.
I'm sorry, you rolled your eyes like you.
I just don't know.
turn-
Most women like it colder, I would think.
I think you're wrong.
Not the super thin
Do y'all
ones.
wives like it?
Oh, my wife likes it super cold. As do I, which is
Mine likes
awesome.
it
I was just going along with your thing, but
I was being very stereotypical.
Yeah, I think we like it cold.
Well, news.
Racist.
Oh, you're right. I guess
Dave doesn't listen to women.
it's true. I've never ever heard of a woman saying she's cold. I take it back.
We like to be cold at night.
There was articles about it. That's true. They're confusing.
Look,
if you did,
look.
Like
we have self-cooling sheets. They're inspired by NASA with silver infused fabrics. I don't know why I don't just have this memorized.
That's right, baby.
That are temperature regulating, so you can have the perfect sleep all night long.
Make you drift away into space in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is this inspired by NASA?
I'm going to get you some.
I would like those. I wonder if those astronauts stuck up in that space shuttle.
Careful, because we can't do it during the ads.
We've gotten notes.
We got to keep it clean during the. You mean we're comfortable?
No, those poor astronauts to stay cool have those cool sheets.
I hope they have
NASA
those cool sheets.
Invented them.
Yeah,
they have NASA sheets.
Inspired.
Yeah.
Still, I hope that they took up a nice set.
Just so we're all about our aspirations.
Exactly.
You're getting close,
but not close enough. But if you go to trimiracle.com/normal right now, that's again. You can go to trimiracle.com/normal right now. You are going to get yourself 40% off. And on top of it, you're going to get 3 free towels.
What?
That's fantastic.
3 of them.
I know, right?
What a deal.
You're going to get a hand towel.
It's 1.
Face towel.
2.
Body towel.
3.
And then when you check out, you're going to get an extra 20% on top of that. They're giving it to you.
This is an insane deal.
What
I don't know where
code do you have to use?
Normal.
Nice.
That's it?
That's it.
Put in normal and you get all of that.
You get all of that, and you are going to have the best night's sleep ever.
Ever.
Miracle made.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Isn't it kind of wild that there are astronauts that are stranded in space and we haven't really talked about that? That used to be like national news.
We have people stuck in North Carolina, and they're barely talking about that.
That too. Like, what is going on?
People don't care.
It's insane.
It's terrible. But there are a lot of people helping their neighbors and their people that, not the official people, but just nice people are there doing a lot of rescues.
No, there are now. I mean, they put in 1,000 troops today. We'll get into more of it in a bit. But yeah, they're doing something now. But there's been a lot of good people that have donated their time. Like the damage is very severe, and they're not making it away.
They got crushed. They got absolutely crushed. Yeah. I mean, normally you think of hurricanes, and it hit obviously Florida, but I mean, the devastation from this is just
it's massive.
Insane. Kentucky, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Before they got shamed into actually doing something, they were like, guys, Ukraine needs some money. We got to send them millions of dollars.
They were sending out
understand, right?
A pallet got lost in the hurricane, and they were like, well.
Sorry.
John Kerry. You know him, right?
He's still around?
I guess. Ain't no Jimmy Carter age. Last Wednesday, former Secretary of State John Kerry spoke at the World Economic Forum panel on green energy. When asked by an audience member what could be done to combat disinformation about climate change, the former Democratic nominee for president and current cigar store Indian said that the First Amendment was a major roadblock that prevents the government from hammering disinformation out of existence. Let's hear it in the man's own words.
And I think the dislike of and anguish over social media is just growing and growing and growing.
Okay.
And it's part of our problem, particularly in democracies, in terms of building consensus around any issue.
Propaganda.
It's really hard to govern today. You can't, there's the referees we used to have to determine what's a fact and what isn't a fact are kind of, been eviscerated to a certain degree. And
the Ministry of Truth.
And that people self-select where they go for their news or for their information. And then you just get into a vicious cycle.
Can you imagine self-selecting your own news and ideas?
How dare we?
To build consensus today than at any time in the 45, 50 years I've been involved in this.
Pesky freedoms.
And there's a lot of discussion now about how you curb those entities in order to guarantee that you're going to have, some accountability on facts, et cetera. But look, if people go to only one source and the source they go to is sick and, has an agenda and they're putting out...
Are you talking about yourself?
He's talking about himself.
Exactly.
The First Amendment stands as a major block.
Is this a high school?
To be able to just, hammer it out of existence. So what we need is to
proof.
To
How about
win
some
the
proof?
ground, win the right to govern
Sure.
by hopefully having winning enough votes that you're free to be able to implement change.
His wig looks full, though.
Obviously, there are some people in our country
it's a
that
nice full wig.
implement change in other ways.
Hasn't lost a hair on it.
There's some fossil fuels in there.
Democracy can survive.
I think democracies are very challenged right now, and have not proven they can move fast enough or big enough.
Oh yeah, like
to deal
your
with the
explanation
challenges that we are facing. And to me, that is part of what this race, this election is all about. Will we break the fever in the United States?
He's still
break the fever. What the hell is he?
He's still mad. He lost the election.
Yeah, well, Kerry's statements coincide with a curious slate of anti-Constitution op-eds in with MSM. So if you look at that, just kind of interesting how it's basically going against language.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you put it in the context of prosecution of hate speech, let's take a look at Great Britain.
We don't. That's where
the
it
next
is.
one. No, you're right. I forgot to put that in. I don't know if you've watched. Have you watched the dystopian stuff though going on in Great Britain?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Where it's like,
it's insane.
This woman is being imprisoned because she put disinformation on Twitter.
Yeah, and it'd be a meme.
This is literally like a Salem witch trial.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Almost
Except
like
some of them were
dictatorship.
witches.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's almost like a dictatorship.
It's almost like they've been going for it for some time. What do you think, Kathleen? You think that's possible?
Well, I don't listen to that guy. He looks like the talking trees in The Wizard of Oz.
I'd say the one in Poltergeist.
The problem is people nowadays, because of information, we research and we look for proof. We don't look for yapping. We look for proof.
Yeah.
And he's been talking about this, he's right, for 50 years. And I've been to the glaciers up in Alaska, and you've been to the shorelines of any country, they're not any higher than they were 50 years ago. And I just don't see this proof that what he wants to do, which is get rid of all gas cars and shut people up. How dare you discuss anything? You shut up. Who the hell is he to tell anybody to talk about anything?
Well,
that's what a free country does. You can have disinformation, and people will decide what they want to believe. Yeah. I don't need you telling me what I'm supposed to believe, Mr. What's his name? Kerry.
John Kerry. Well, yeah. I mean, it's all based on theory one way or another. And of course, I do very much believe that humans affect their environment. Beavers affect their environment by eating the trees.
Yes.
We do damage. I'm sure that there's but a lot of these answers though, for real, like look what are batteries made out of? What are the amount of oil, the amount of where do you put the batteries once they're the fact that this is this clear answer that everybody thinks is the perfect resolution is what I have a problem with, because it doesn't prove that this is better than the other, than the alternative at the moment.
Exactly.
There absolutely is climate change. Like the climate does change over time.
It's shifting,
like massive, like the whole timeline of the Earth, it's always changing from one thing to another, and it goes back and forth and back and forth. Whatever that they're implementing is not going to fix it. That's exactly. They pretend that it is something that we can fix. It's like you can't fix it through higher taxes and implementing all of these. You have to have a car that does this much emissions, and it can't be over that, and you can't have these certain things in your house because it's not that's not going to fix it.
Remember the ozone? Do you guys remember?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Oh, ozone layer. You couldn't have an aerosol can.
Yeah.
Because
closed,
it was destroying
it closed.
And where did that go? So we were listening to that, and everybody was stopping with aerosol cans. And
aerosol cans were great. Remember you used to burn ants when you were a kid?
Oh, it was
I
awesome.
think it was just so many women were using them in 80s bathrooms. They were like, we have to make something up to get this to stop.
People did die.
Yeah, we can't have cigarettes and that in the air at the same time.
There were people in the front row at Warrant concerts.
I've just always have a problem with...
Yeah. Basically, it was a great white concert that put the end.
Right.
Put the kibosh.
No one knows. That's really what happened with that nightclub in Rhode Island. It was their hairspray supply that exploded. And there wasn't enough exits to get people out of the building.
Well, everybody's hair caught at the same time. Too.
I know, right?
They were like, my hair's on fire. They're like, so's mine.
Everybody's hair's on
This
fire.
whole thing's a chemical fire. And everybody's like, lock the doors.
VO5, the new favorite accelerant.
We could get them all.
Arsonists.
It's just the extremes. I think you're right. There is always effect. Everything we do every day has an effect, but they want to go to these extremes.
Yeah.
And to me, that just sounds like they're just trying to control everybody.
Yes.
They don't want us to succeed. They don't want us to go to work and feed our children and all these things that they're doing right now. To me, it's just like you're joking, right? It's a joke. No, it's not a joke.
It's the elimination of choice.
Yes.
Yeah. It's control and money. They control you and they get your money.
The New World Order. They want everybody to live under the government's thumb.
Right.
The government tells you where you will own nothing and you will be happy.
I think there's aspects, like you said, there's aspects of being more conscious of the environment, of not destroying
absolutely
agricultural areas, and then environmental, the impact of agriculture on animals and all that stuff. So like, that's really good. And I think we've made a lot of great movement in not throwing as much trash out of people's windows while they're driving down. Like I remember when I was growing up, like in the 90s.
Think for yourself.
In the 2000s, like
all the way back to
there was trash
90s
everywhere. Well, for me, there was trash everywhere, and that was just in the 2000s, right? And I think there's less trash now than I remember there being trash on the side of the road.
Well, and even with recycling, though, when you do trust the government, I think it's something like 5% of what you put in a recycling bin actually doesn't end up in a landfill.
No,
so it's like we haven't fixed that, where it's like we pretend. And I remember watching in middle school videos where like there was a Chevy Chase video where he's like, and preserve water by showering with a friend. It was a joke. Yep. I mean, now who knows? But
that's not true. Damn it, Derek.
What? We saved a lot of water.
Oh, God.
That's true.
Okay.
But yeah, I knew you were going to do that to her.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
She wants to ban plastic straws, like the whole country. And I want to go, we don't all live on the ocean. We don't all have to save the tortoises.
Yeah, like
screw the tortoises.
I like turtles right? personally.
Yeah, I do too. I don't want to hurt the turtles.
No.
But I live in Las Vegas. We don't have any.
See, we got. I got
to drink through a paper straw to save the turtles. I don't ever meet a turtle on a day-to-day basis. I'm sorry.
It was one turtle.
That's true. How many? What's the percentage of turtles that are sucking those things down
and
compared to
them?
Compared to the number of plastic straws? Can we put those stats together?
Speaking of sucking turtles,
and then like sharks and stuff.
Yeah,
they're monsters. Mm-hmm. I don't care what kills them.
Yeah, just cut their fins right off.
Yeah, and feed it to them.
Yeah.
Here you are, you monster.
Jerk, I saw a movie about you.
Yeah, that shark movie. They just had some fucking straws.
Yeah, that's the secret weapon.
If Quint only had straws.
Quint, we don't need a bigger boat.
Straws on his. We need more straws.
Plastic straws. Make them not biodegradable. It'll fuck them up.
Hand me some of those curly ones that are fun. This is gonna take them out.
Show me the way to go home. Suck, suck, suck.
Richard Dreyfuss is hiding all the straws to do coke with.
Yeah.
He's like, we don't have any straws. I don't know what you're talking about. Let him eat Quint.
The duality of man. Takes you out too.
It does. Well, let's get into this next topic, even though John Kerry, whatever. He's a great guy. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Oh, spooky.
And to celebrate, we'll be discussing Kamala's husband, Emhoff, slapping his girlfriend.
That's horrible.
I believe it's Emhoff, I'm off. I don't know. He's off. Vice President Kamala Harris's husband is being accused of slapping his ex-girlfriend for flirting with a valet worker at a ritzy gala at 2012.
As you do.
It was the Players' Ball. A new report claims second gentleman...
Second gentleman.
Wait.
That's what they call the...
That is the weakest sounding title.
Why did just call
second
him...
gentleman.
I know, right?
Cuck-ass bitch.
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
My name. Oh my Lord! Second gentleman, I'd be like, let's just call it quits. I can't go by it. Second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, 59, supposedly struck his then girlfriend, described as a successful New York attorney, in the face so hard she spun around while in a valet line after an event at the Cannes Film Festival.
This is a 3-star.
his nickname in college was Jack Emhoff.
Was that true?
Yeah, Jack.
Wow. I know that.
Write it down. In May 2012, the three unnamed friends of the woman reportedly told the Daily Mail, All 3 sources requested not to be named due to fear of retaliation from him, who frequently positioned himself as an ally to women. Let's see the footage we have of this incident.
You hear me? Huh? You hear me? Sure, you don't never talk to me.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Oh, not the boot.
No.
No. Show you something. No. Talk to me like
Yep.
Shocking.
Just want to point that out. That's alleged footage. Alleged.
You got to be careful. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah,
but
we got AI too.
Is it called footage because he uses boot?
Yes.
Now, I was told, believe all women.
Yes.
So where are we going to have like a hearing to have him come in? They're going to have like a whole trial or something with this?
No, I think they're just going to ignore it.
Really?
But you know what I don't ignore?
What's that?
A healthy breakfast.
You shouldn't.
Look, as a kid, I loved eating cereal.
Who
As an
doesn't?
adult, but I don't want all the sugar cereals.
That's right. Make you fat.
Yes, you're telling me, friend. Then I found Magic Spoon. A nostalgically delicious cereal that tastes just like a childhood favorite.
It does.
But without the sugar, and there's a ton of protein.
Protein's good.
Yep. And if you already are a Magic Spoon fan, I have big news.
Oh, what's that?
Magic Spoon has turned their super popular cereal into high-protein treats that are light, crispy, and taste just like those classic crunchy cereal bars. Magic Spoon's new treats are so delicious, they have already become a favorite of many people before and after going to the gym.
So while I'm on a hike up in the Andes, I could be munching on a Magic
Snack
Spoon
away.
bar?
Yeah.
You don't have to bring a bowl and milk like you usually do. You could just bring the snacks.
It always freezes up.
I know.
It's like a whole gallon of frozen milk. I can't do anything with it.
Now you can make it into a bar.
Wow.
I'm telling
in
you.
the Andes, yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Look, every morning, every serving, every morning when you have a serving, or night, or dinner, I don't know.
Anytime.
Yeah,
You're an
anytime.
adult. You can do it when you want
Yeah,
to.
you want a dinner breakfast? You do it. You
And
do
you
it.
don't have to
Derek.
feel shame.
Every serving of Magic Spoon cereal has 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and 4 net carbs, so you can feel good about what you're eating. And the most popular flavors are Fruity Cocoa.
That's you two.
Fruity and Cocoa. Fruity Cocoa is the name
Also
of
have
the dancer
Frosted.
I
That's
have.
Diddy's nickname.
Fruity Cocoa
Cinnamon?
is a drag queen who I visit.
Other flavors?
Character, and I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Dave, if
Yes.
I wanted to try one of these bars and cereals, where would I go?
Well, I can get you them, but I can also get you $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com/normal.
What? I could use $5.
Or look for Magic Spoon in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/normal if you're not at the grocery store for $5 off. Magic Spoon is a great product, and I'm telling you, maybe you can tell the lady at the counter, look, I'm a normal world guy. Perhaps I could get $5 off, and they're going to go, all right, maybe.
I love that podcast. It's the #1 podcast in America.
Yeah,
Don't look it up.
it's number 5 behind Suck Girl.
I always leave a comment and a review.
And leave a comment and a review. Use the code NORMAL, and I promise you're going to enjoy the cereal. I love it.
Do it. It's great.
I think it's a great deal. Use code NORMAL, and thank you, Magic Spoon,
Yeah.
for sponsoring this episode.
You have no idea how many whiskey nights I have chased with cereal.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Because you're not going to burn anything.
No, it's convenient.
The worst, you wake up, there's a little bit of milk everywhere.
Magic Spoon is delicious.
Yeah.
I snagged a box from here a few
Is
months
that where
ago.
that box went?
Mm-hmm.
Knew it was you.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Supposed to go to the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
No.
Toys for Tots. We were going to take it. Give it
Or
to kids.
or our friend Norm. He'd have lived longer.
Or if Norm, yeah, we could have
Yeah.
put it in with
Yeah.
Norm's
Yeah.
so he could have cereal in heaven.
Yeah.
Too late now.
Sorry.
No, it's not too late.
Hang on. He's still on the clock.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Taking away. Got to get it to him fast.
It's good cereal.
That's great cereal.
Speaking of
We're still in?
kids cereal, Diddy.
But it wasn't. It wasn't the other brand
Great
that we were talking
segue.
about before.
Speaking of
Thank
fruity
you.
and cocoa.
It's why they
Oh,
always.
hey, come on.
Yeah, cocoa.
Come on. Come on. Don't show me, show her. Yeah.
Diddy and Coco. That should really be his rap name.
Yeah.
Change it again.
Change it again. Why not?
Yeah, I'm Fruity Coco.
Yeah.
That's his nickname.
Completely
in prison
different guy.
now.
At a press conference, Houston attorney Tony Busby revealed new details regarding allegations of sexual assault and exploitation against Sean Diddy Combs and others. And they say that this, and Tony has now said that he's representing 120 victims.
Wow.
He made a statement. Let's take a look.
What I have found will shock you.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Let's go to the other one.
It caught me.
There we go.
That's the one.
I have one. Well, that's just from the thing.
Do you have the video?
Yes.
It's my fault. I put the other one in there from my favorite movie.
That's okay.
It's a fantastic film.
Why no sound? Okay.
So after thousands of phone calls, Houston attorney Tony Busby says he expects even more accusers to come out against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Today, in a news conference we streamed live on click2houston.com, Busby announced he is moving forward with 120 of those claims. KPRC2's Ruwan Belogan explains what happens next.
Hey,
all right, we don't
says
need,
he
I don't
does
know why.
Was it the beginning?
I think it was
the beginning when he does the speech. It's fine.
No.
The wall of silence has now been broken.
There we go.
And victims are coming forward.
So after thousands.
Wow, that's quick.
It was as quick as the other one I did. He also did open that speech by saying, I have some shocking. Basically, what he's saying is there's a ton of people on this list. A lot of the defendants range from the ages of 9 to 14.
Wow.
And he said he's going after all the people on the list. They know who they already are. And with 120 cases, I believe he said that there are thousands they had to look into. And the number of people that are about to come down is crazy.
But they haven't said who the other people are, the others.
No, they've said they
Harry
know.
Epstein.
So if you think you might know who's on this list, feel free to comment below.
If you or anyone you know has information on Diddy's diddling,
on Diddy's white
comment below.
parties.
There's been some girls posting on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
Claiming that they were some of the victims and named some people.
I think white is such an odd color for an ass rape party.
What would be
the?
What's a good?
Probably black.
Well,
I guess good color.
After
black.
It's not going to show as many stains.
Look, I don't mean to be on
red.
I mean, after Labor Day, yeah.
Well, I just feel like everybody's
Labor Day. No white after Labor Day.
No white for an ass party after Labor Day.
That's true. If it was after Labor Day, it would be ridiculous. But it's got to be odd for the valet to pull up, and
yes,
everybody's just like a mess back there. Am I not wrong? I mean,
no, you're
Look,
Make
I'm
a good
just
point.
1,000-yard stairs.
All I'm trying to say is why make it. You're practically showing everybody what you're doing by having it be a white party.
Yes.
I didn't think about that.
Kathleen, if you're going to go to a fuck party, what color are you wearing?
Well, I always wear black, but just because it's slimming.
It has nothing to do with covering up the stains.
Oh, I always wear black, but it's face.
Oh, damn.
It's so Diddy lets me in. I just pretend I'm Usher.
Yeah. And 12.
Yeah.
That was Rosie's. That's what Rosie O'Donnell's problem was. She didn't do blackface.
I love that Rosie O'Donnell got turned away at the door.
No, thank you.
There's nothing for you here.
Oh, yeah. Rosie O'Donnell shows up and somebody answered the door and was like, no. Are you a guy?
She shows up. It's literally like the worst DoorDash showed up ever.
Oh yeah, they're like, I'm sorry, we.
Maybe she was the valet.
You meant Rosie Perez. What is this?
Maybe she was the valet guy that other guy's girlfriend banged. Yeah. Why was he so pissed? Because she cheated on him, or because she was cheating with a valet?
Oh, because she was hitting on a valet, I guess.
On a valet. But wouldn't that piss you off? A valet? That's who you're flirting with?
Honestly, I can never imagine if my wife was talking to somebody and me bolting across a room to hit them.
I told you, Derek.
Especially hit my wife.
What?
Like, maybe
I wouldn't hit my wife.
But I wouldn't be that mad. I'd be like, oh, you like her? That's fine. She's going home with me. You know why? You valet park cars as a grown up.
And then you give him $20. Take this, get you something nice.
Yeah. Here's the 5, I promise. If you risk losing your wife over a valet, it's your fault. I don't care how hot.
Point.
Well, this is the same guy that was also making the big speech about toxic masculinity being out of control. I'm like, I think backhanding your girl until she does a spin is a little bit toxic.
That's when he changed teams. He was like, I'm exclusively guys now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hit her so hard that she's going to spin, it's a good pimp hand.
It's a good pimp hand.
It's like a
I've seen pimp hands in my day that don't even do damage. That one, if it makes you twirl.
Although I would argue that no damage is the better pimp hand.
You mean psychological?
Yeah, you're not damaging the property.
Well, you don't want to hurt the goods.
Yeah, the goods, no.
I don't even think I've seen Ali hit somebody and spin them around.
No.
Right?
He's knocked him out. And I'm sure this guy has.
But you know what I'm saying? You hit somebody that hard and you spin around. Is
there footage of this?
Hit.
We just had the limo footage.
Like we need to.
The footage we had.
We just had the limo footage from What's Love Got to Do with It.
It's a reenactment.
If you'd like to watch an 1.5 hour movie of Tina Turner getting her ass handed to you, that's your film.
Yes.
It's actually a good movie.
Can we speculate who's on Little Diddy's party list? I mean, there's so much video out there of him. Oh, we partied at his party. And
right.
What, DiCaprio, Steve Harvey, you've heard? I mean, there's
Haley Joel Osment in 1999.
Definitely Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher's already in pictures.
Will Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Will Smith, maybe.
Usher, obviously.
Usher, John Legend, I think.
John Legend
Christy
for
Teigen.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christy Teigen just goes there to sit in a corner and use her phone to bully kids into suicide.
She just deleted like 50,000 tweets.
He was a monster.
Really?
She just deleted all her tweets, that Christy Teigen.
Who's this person?
John Legend's wife.
John Legend's wife?
She was a model.
Oh,
she seriously would bully people into
She
people.
bullied a 16-year-old girl into trying to get her to kill herself.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah, that's Chrissy Teigen. Though, she's had a rough life. They recently changed their $30 million New York apartment because they needed more closet space. I'm not kidding.
I mean, people do have a lot of stuff to hold.
Yeah.
They need storage.
Meanwhile, she's like 16-year-old should die for not liking Chrissy.
Especially when you got 12-year-olds in the closet.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need more space.
They take up a lot of space.
But R. Kelly's on it, too.
R.
You
Kelly's
think so?
Yeah.
I think we can all agree.
The Obamas?
He's had enough.
Bill Clinton.
What about... I wonder if Bill Cosby got
It was a great discography.
You think Bill Cosby got any of those parts?
I think Bill Cosby really was an alone actor kind of guy.
He had his own thing going.
He would lecture everybody, and then he would be like, I'm going to drive this one home.
I know a girl that dated him, that had sex with him.
Really? Willingly?
Willingly.
Hey,
she was a very young actress. He invited her to his hotel room to audition for the part on The Cosby Show.
I also feel like that's
then they had
partially a woman's fault, but go on.
Well...
Not the rape, but the I'm auditioning you in my hotel room.
Like it's a bad position to be in.
I've been there. I've been at that elevator door when the guy goes, "You why don't you come up to my room? I want to show you something." And it's not his paintings. But, and I'm like, no.
What if it was though? What if it was?
I didn't.
It's
and
7
I knew
oil
listen to
paintings
your
of his
gut,
cock.
but yeah, there's. But I also know women that use that. Nobody's going to give me anything for this. But there are women that use their beautiful bodies and faces to get what they want. And I don't. If you're an adult, I don't judge. I don't care. Go, but then don't later on go. Oh damn it! Yeah, he.
Oh no! I think
he drugged me and raped me.
If I was a gorgeous lady, besides spending all my time in the shower and looking in the mirror, I would absolutely use my body to go and get work and have no shame about it.
Right?
Because I've had to live in this body. And I know it's not easy. So if you
it's
just
not easy for us.
Oh, you get.
I'm not saying it's easy for women.
You get work.
No, I mean it's not easy for us looking at your body.
Oh. Well, I know, but the person I'm having sex with is obviously a man.
Right.
It's just somebody who's powerful and runs businesses.
Right.
Why would it be a woman?
Is it your brain in the body, or is it?
I don't know.
A female brain that is you.
Well, maybe I have a vagina and I like it.
I mean, I love women.
There's surgeries that
There's a line though there.
I don't think that helps.
There's a line though there. You're right. Like when is the woman a little bit responsible when she knows damn well what's going to go on up there?
And then I think there are ones that are horrific.
Yeah.
For real. Like I think a lot of women are terribly victimized by Hollywood.
And then there are women that are actually raped and attacked and
it's horrible.
Molested, and it's disgusting.
Awful, and kids and everything. But then I also think there are a couple ones that are like, I'll go up to his room and watch him shower.
Right.
I mean, look,
no problem.
For a role in a Quentin Tarantino movie, I would have jerked off Harvey Weinstein in the shower.
It's all L-shaped too.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Right? It's a good role.
If it was a really good role and I was just jerking somebody off,
Yeah,
I'd probably
like-
do it.
Yeah, especially if it was just watching him shower, I'd
Yeah.
be like, all right.
I'd watch anybody do anything.
If the money's right.
I'd be like, you're sure that I got this film?
Sign this first.
Yeah. As long as I show up on set and you don't cut my part, hop on in there, Sudsy Magoo.
Oh, right away you got to go with the Irish guy.
Look, I'm half Irish, half Italian. It's one of us, scumbags.
Odds are.
Actually, no, it was a Jewish guy.
It could be
one of the three.
Oh, God.
It's Italian, Irish, or Jew. You know, the three wrong whites.
Did you say that on camera?
No, I don't think white people claim anything anymore of their old heritage because they're all just lumped into white.
Yeah. Either don't claim anything or claim it too much.
Yeah, they'll be like,
a little
I'm
too hard.
1/18th Cherokee. Or I'm quarter black. I can say whatever I want.
Cracker ass honky bitch. See, I can pull it out every once in a while.
You do it good.
Okay.
You can say quarter black stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this.
What's that?
Although I enjoyed everyone's conversation today.
Yes.
And thank you for your input on what would you watch Harvey Weinstein shower for a good role?
You didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's fair.
I was wrapped up in the conversation. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. I would look if Kathy Bates was laying on a bed naked, I would go, what? And she was like, you're going to be in a movie that's like Oscar worthy. And I'd be like, well, you're about to get a very soft dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be misery.
So-
All right.
Yes, it would.
Yes.
Oh man, I watched the other day. That was her breakout role in the age of like 42
Fantastic.
or 43.
She was so young, right?
Yeah.
So young.
So young and hot.
Oh, my God.
Especially when he smashed her face with the typewriter.
Yeah. Is there anything that's more
Improved.
Been watching a woman get hit in the face with a typewriter?
She's so good in that, though. It's such a good movie.
She's really good.
It just
Good
holds
actress.
up. Yeah, her and James.
And I maintain that she looks better now than other people of her contemporaries that did a bunch of work.
Absolutely, she
She's
does.
aged
She looks younger than
gracefully.
Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, she looks
currently.
great. She looks great.
Yeah, 'cause she's
Along
just-
with Pamela Anderson. I was wrong. I said on this show that Pamela was like looking rough, but I think she's looking.
I corrected you.
Yeah, you did, and I was like, oh, really?
She
I
is
looked at it.
one fine piece of ace.
You're right.
And I know from experience, dude.
She kissed him on the cheek, bro.
That's right, dude. Could you imagine, like in the treehouse saying that, like Pamela Anderson kissed me on the cheek?
All right, Pete Rose. Let's talk about him because I loved Pete Rose. And let's take I got a picture right there. Did you get my other picture?
Yes.
I saw that picture.
Me and Pete.
Yep.
I was walking through the MGM. As you guys know, you're from Vegas.
Yep.
And he was there by himself. We ended up watching baseball for a half an hour together, having a conversation. Then he signed a ball for my brother.
He's a
Bring
great
a
guy.
poster of himself.
Was it the left one or the right one?
It was the right. I don't. You could ask Derek, but we know one's gone. Derek had cancer.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, he signed my twin brother's dick. So anyway, the baseball ball.
Wait,
ball.
The ironic thing is your twin brother wasn't even there.
I know, but I got him a ball.
well, their dicks are twins too.
Actually, they're not. Our dicks are fraternal.
Oh, wow.
I won that race.
All right.
Right.
I may not have won the height, the athleticism,
Yeah.
but the dong. Whoop. I ain't no shame in my game, baby.
Tim Walt's like, what?
It's the only thing I got going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, besides being hilarious and very attractive lips.
Sultry.
So, baseball's
I wouldn't say sultry.
Back to this dead man.
Back to this dead man. Baseball's all-time hits leader, as many called him. It's been broken now, but I mean still. As well as one of its most controversial figures. Died last Monday. He was 83. Rose was on the Cincinnati Reds. He later played for the Philadelphia Phillies. 160 home runs, 1,314 RBIs. In 1989, Rose was managing the Cincinnati Reds when Major League Baseball investigated claims he had wagered bets on MLB games, including his own teams, although he wagered for them to win.
Yeah, I feel like that should be all right.
Yeah. Rose felt he's been punished enough. It had been over 30 years. He lost over $100 million gambling. And at a press conference, he said,
Lord,
I'm the one who got hurt the most. My gambling on baseball, it didn't hurt you. It didn't hurt her and point in the stands. It only hurt myself and my family, but we've overcome it, and I've overcome it.
Man.
Addiction, I personally believe, and I wrote this out, but it was, and he also no steroids ever used. And like Darryl Strawberry, drug addict. Gambling is an addiction. Darryl Strawberry's in the Mets Hall of Fame, and deservingly so. He uses his time with his ministries to 250 days a year at churches, hospitals, prisons, schools to talk about it. People are allowed to change. I think taking one of the greatest baseball players to ever play the game and ban him from a sport for 30 years for he didn't rig games. It wasn't the Chicago White Sox, it was just a guy who bet and lost a ton of money. I think it's sad that I hope they do it now, but I wish they would have done it when he was alive.
Yeah, that's really.
Which is so sad walking around in Vegas and seeing him over at it was Mandalay Bay or MGM because there were a couple.
He was at MGM when I met him, but I heard he went to a few places.
Yeah, there were a few sports memorabilia shops where he would go ahead and sign autographs, and I went there and got an autograph with a buddy of mine, and it was cool to sit there and talk baseball with him because he's a really nice guy, obviously insanely knowledgeable, and it was just sad to see the all-time hit leader, arguably one of the greatest players in the game,
not in
sitting
the Hall
there
of Fame.
by himself, like at a table, and there's nobody there.
And that's what happens when you lose $100 million gambling, and then you're punished for it, and you're not allowed in the league that makes you money.
But he was in the Caesars Palace Hall of Fame.
He still got a flag.
$100 million gets you in a Caesars Palace Casino Hall of Fame.
There he is up on the wall.
He's also been escorted out by his face.
You should absolutely be able to bet on yourself. I feel like that's like, to win. It's if you're betting against yourself, then it's like, okay, what's going on here?
Well, who did you talk to lose? But if you're like, we're going to win this one, and then you don't, and you're like, I just lost $5 million.
Allegedly, wasn't that Michael Jordan's?
Michael Jordan was a bad gambler.
Mm-hmm. That as well.
And they say allegedly that's his father was snuffed out over the gambling debt.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's very well known. People don't say it out loud like I just did, but...
Well, Celine Dion's husband had a horrible gambling.
Was it while she had her...
Horrible, like millions and millions owed.
It was during Titanic.
Was it while she was doing
she had the show in Vegas. At
Vegas,
Coliseum, yeah.
How do you not get tempted every day?
There's not much else to do in Vegas.
No, and you're going to go watch Celine Dion? I don't care if it's your wife. Like, let me go play craps.
You do something.
He was her manager, right? So you go to the show with her, and while she's singing, how many times can he listen to that?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll go on and on. I know. Shut the hell up. I'm going to be at the craps table.
Yeah, he's like, I'll be back.
And then he's lost,
That's a tragedy.
And probably like Elvis's manager, they give you money
Colonel
to
Parker.
gamble with.
Give him the markers. Yeah.
They go, hey, but pretty soon you own that venue millions of dollars, and they go, just make sure that chick keeps singing.
Oh, yeah. Well, Elvis, I mean, they would offer him overseas tours for $1 million, but he was making $1 million a year at Hilton.
Right.
And that's it.
Again,
Colonel
bad
screwed him over
management.
out of hundreds of millions. It's so much money, dude. And to pump him up with drugs and push him out there every night until he just looked like a porpoise on a piano with a wig on.
But he could sing, man.
Dude, he still was great.
That last performance, phenomenal.
It's just
huge, and he's just like guzzling down those cokes. But
it's sad though,
seems like nobody else.
Like the obesity and the drug thing, you can tell is from no rest.
Yeah,
that was the sad thing.
His prescription drugs fucking him up too.
What's that?
All the prescription drugs they had him on, uppers, downers. It was.
That's what I mean. Like they would hit him with drugs if he couldn't get up, that would just knock him up so he could go play.
Right, yeah. The American dream.
And I guess that scene allegedly in the movie that they made a couple years ago, where he's yelling at his manager, who was actually yelling at Conrad Hilton,
really
about underage shenanigans.
Little Diddy
party. Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's what I heard. It was originally.
He's against the Diddy party.
He's against the Diddy party, which is odd because I think Priscilla was 9 when they.
I was just gonna say that.
But
him and the Great Balls of Fire guy are like,
Jerry Lee Lewis was
cousins,
monster.
Yeah,
but Great Balls of Fire.
He play the piano like nobody else.
There's no way that song is not about his deviant.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I have a great story about they made a Cirque du Soleil show in Vegas about Elvis, based on Elvis's life, but it was all Cirque. And my friend went to the premiere, and Priscilla Presley was sitting 2 rows in front of her, and she was watching her. And when the woman came out in the show playing Priscilla, she happened to be an African-American woman. And when
it's produced by Netflix?
Priscilla saw her, she goes, you know how Priscilla's had all that Botox and her face doesn't move? It moved.
Oh. Racism.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the Cirque show when the tightrope breaks for fat Elvis towards the end?
Splash.
He's got to catch fat Elvis off of the trampoline.
Like, oh, this ended poorly. Like, you knew it was going to.
Yeah.
Just imagine the death scene too.
Oh yeah, on the toilet.
Yeah.
They're all just dancing.
He's just twirl. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just got a toilet on his ass, but he's doing amazing gymnastics.
Yeah. I've done that.
Again, the musical. They make these horrible stories in the musicals. I don't understand it.
I don't get it. But tomorrow we're going to be talking about something horrible. It will involve Asheville. We're trying to get as much information going on with North Carolina. We're talking to our own Dr. Steve, who's been there doing stuff for them. We want to thank him. We're going to have more details on it. We just want to make sure we have our research done. And also, we want to talk a minute about the Blaze.
Yeah.
Blaze is it's a something.
Yeah, it's a thing. It is, in fact, a thing, Dave.
Well, I'll tell you what. What they just put out is a new magazine called Frontier. This isn't a magazine that's just a magazine. We're planting a flag in the ground. I think you're going to love it. But Frontier is just the beginning. As part of our new Blaze Unlimited membership, you'll get exclusive access to Frontier delivered right to your door, along with a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about at your door, but you'll get more stuff. I don't know if there'll be a guy at your door.
Maybe.
I don't know. As a founding member of Blaze Unlimited, you'll receive a limited edition founding members card, even more behind-the-scenes content, VIP event access, and here's the big one, the chance to have your own voice heard. Ooh. Because they'll give a show to practically anybody.
Cut back from the graphic.
If you're ready to take the next step in this fight, go to blazeunlimited.com/normal to get your spot. But don't wait. Founding member spots are limited because we know this isn't going to be for everyone. Let's stand together, push back, and keep the spirit of America alive. I really think that you should check this out. I received a copy of it early. You're going to get this. You're going to get your membership. You're going to get a hole. You're going to get a lanyard.
A hole?
So, or not a hole. You're going to get...
So this is a quarterly magazine, and it's got stories about different people that are, on more conservative bend that have businesses or do art and different articles. I was kind of leafing through it before because we just got it today before the show. And it actually looks really cool. So I'm glad that we're contributing to the culture and not just going, the left, the left. So
yeah, it had a little envelope on it with my name that I thought would have a bonus check in it.
I was like, oh.
That's your bonus right there.
I know, but it was a magazine.
Well, you've had the chance to have your voice heard.
No, but honestly, it's a great magazine. But you're right. Every time I go to the airport, every single thing is just about how you're garbage.
Yeah.
Or it's basically a variation of, Trump being one of the four horsemen.
Yeah.
So every single book you look at is actually, every single magazine is just based on something that might not be for your politics.
Yeah.
This magazine is. It's a great thing to thumb through on a plane or sitting on the old toilet.
Or on the coffee table. Put it right there. It looks nice, too, and has a nice little matte finish.
In the bathroom.
Well, I wouldn't put it there. I'd put it on the mantle where it belongs.
It's true, framed.
Mm-hmm.
And when people said, can I read it? I would go, you can, but
you're not a VIP.
I screwed that in pretty good in the frame.
Yeah, it's hard to take out.
There's a good article in there on how there's too many Mexicans.
I wrote that one.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking
Go back. What's the link there? They could put /normal so they could let them know that they like our show.
I don't think it's...
No,
It is
well,
right there.
BlazeUnlimited.
BlazeUnlimited.com/normal. It lets people know that you like our show.
Yeah, please do BlazeUnlimited.
They need to know.
.com/normal. Let people know you like our show. They need to know how much you love us, and please keep gently complaining and threatening for merchandise.
Very aggressively, but not aggressive.
Let them know we exist.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. We're quiet around here.
Yeah.
We're like little dormouse.
Well, all right. We got to get into this. It's the end of the day. Kathleen, where can we find you one more time? And thank you so much. You were awesome.
Great staff. Thank you, Angela and Quarter Black and Derek, and especially you, Dave. It's been a wonderful, wonderful trip. Thank you so much. October 7th through the 13th, I'll be at the Comedy Cellar at the Rio in Las Vegas. 7 o'clock and 9:30 show.
Fantastic. And Derek, my man?
Sir, I will be with you. I will be with the head Schwiggy Bear, Dave Landau.
That's right.
At the Lexington Village Theater, Lexington, Michigan, on Friday, October 4th, and then Saturday, October 5. I'll be at Younger's Irish Pub in the showroom upstairs in Romeo, Michigan. DerekRichards.com is my website. And I'll also be in Waterford, Michigan, as well as Grand Rapids this month.
As well as you can check Forbidden Frontier.
Yeah.
You can check out Angela Does Horror. And you can check me out at Dave Landau Comedian, all on YouTube. But go support their channels first. They're growing. I'm huge.
We've heard.
I'm huge.
DaveLandau.com. Used to be famous.
I thought you meant your penis.
Oh, no, I am. You know what I meant.
There's a lot of signatures on his penis.
Do you have a huge penis?
A lot of,
it's not bad.
He keeps bragging about it.
A lot of real estate.
You know what they say about guys that brag about that, though?
Look at my shoes.
They have huge penises.
He's got big feet.
It's an 11 on a midget. I don't know what the tape is. I have no shame in my game.
He's got to brag about something.
I considered going into porn when I tried to share this with anybody. All right. When I lived in LA, but it seemed like a pretty easy track, and I was pretty handsome. And then I went to a party where there were porn stars, and I was like, this is gross. And then I realized that it would be very uncomfortable to make love while there was somebody yelling action.
And cut.
I can't maintain that kind of...
That's
why they get
flipper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Performance
A young
level.
man to come.
Come over and help you out.
Yeah. Who knows? I could just gone to a Diddy party and been like, hey...
Is Usher?
Hi. Are you P. Diddy? I'd sure like to suck. All right. End of the world. Last night at the VT. Last night.
At the VD debate?
The VD debate.
Yeah.
At the Venereal Disease Convention. They've tried to find a cure for the new super syphilis. I'll have the soup.
That's a great new Marvel character, by the way.
Super syphilis.
He won't really stop the crime, but they're gonna burn about it.
It's like Daredevil because he can't see anymore.
It's his power, yeah.
Yeah, he just
goes... It enhances all of his other senses.
He just goes blind from this.
Yeah.
He's kind of dumb. He's kind of dumb.
Yeah, he's just...
you stop doing that, you bad guy.
His brain starts going. I thought it was funny.
I had a good time that one time.
I dressed as Batman once, and I was going out for real to fight crime when I was like 11. Cause,
oh, yeah.
You know, parents don't pay attention.
Oh, yeah.
And I just went out like I was actually going to fight crime, and I'm glad I only made it to the end of the block. Can you imagine if I found
in Detroit?
Yeah.
You found a
Couldn't
lot
find
of
crime.
I could have stopped and been like, hey, don't do that. And they would have just been like, get in the van.
You'd be at a Diddy party right now.
That guy didn't wear white.
Yeah, the all-white van. Oh, wow. And you're dressed up? Okay. Tim Walz made a lot of facial expressions during the debate, kind of the same one. It was variations, though. What was your favorite Tim Walz facial expression during the debate, QB?
The Joe Biden shit my pants face.
He did have that.
Yes.
He did.
He inherited it.
Mm-hmm.
Angela.
The I'm going to need a tampon to soak up this bloodbath face.
I like that.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
I thought Tiananmen was in Nebraska face. It's not in Nebraska?
Nah.
Yeah, it turns out Tiananmen Square was in China.
Yeah.
Who knew?
You mean China?
Vagina is what we used to call it.
Show me a Tiananmen Square. Okay.
Yeah, let me see your Tiananmen Square, baby. All right, what do you got?
I would say my favorite would be there's a balloon of fentanyl up my ass, and I hope it doesn't break look.
The whole time discussing fentanyl.
Yes.
Distinct.
Yeah. I'm going to say, don't I remind you of Jerry Sandusky's perp walk face? He had a little bit of that, I'm a diddler.
Yeah, he did.
Diddler on the roof.
Well, the tape has not been played out yet. Still time.
That's true. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, thank you all very much for tuning in this evening. Thank you to all of our guests and sponsors.
Yes.
And thank you, Blaze, for your new magazine, Frontier. I suggest people buy that along with their whatever that site was.